Alright, got another one here for the pre-owned equipment. Don't even remember when I got this. It is a refurb, so this one does have the box right here. DX929 factory refurbished, which basically means that there was something wrong with it. It got sent back, and probably Ranger fixed it, or Galaxy fixed it in their warranty shop in California. I don't know which one, but it's in decent shape. Obviously, refurb radios have been used, so you're going to have signs of use on it. Starlight face does work. The dimmer works. Everything seems to work there. There is a talkback feature. Low, off, and high. We'll show all that stuff in a minute. Here's the side of it. It's not in terrible shape. I mean, it's in pretty good shape for what it is. I've never touched the inside of it, so I don't even know anything. We're going to kind of learn it together, I guess. So, here's the back. This one was made in China. This is one of their FCC approved CB radios. What does it say it was made in? 2003, is that? 11 of 2003? So I believe, and I'm not 100% sure on this, so don't quote me, but I believe this was made by Goodwill. I don't think Ranger made these. I think this was a Goodwill product, because they are in China. I don't think Ranger, unless Ranger was sourcing radios for them to be made in China by Goodwill, but I think maybe they work together or something. I'm not exactly sure. But I do know that this radio is a little bit older. I think it has the regular bipolar transistor in it, from what I remember. So let's just try it out here. Let's get a mic on it and see how it works. So let me show you guys first on what's in the box. So this one comes with everything. It's got the bracket. It's got the bracket, the book, and the rules. What else is in here? I think everything's in here. Power cord. I see a power cord. I see the mounting hardware. I see a mic. I think everything's in this one. Don't quote me on that, but it looks like everything's there. So probably wouldn't want to use that mic anyways. Probably doesn't sound very good, but I think most of us probably have power cords and mounting hardware anyways. This is the size of a DX86V or 979, I believe. So alright, so let's just take a look. Check 1, 2, so the talkback's on, it's on low. Mic gain's up all the way, RF power's up all the way. Talkback off. Talkback high. Okay, does this have a Roger beep of some sort somewhere? No, it does not. I'm sure probably you can enable one on the board or something. It probably has something in there. Power, here's power right here. Mod right there, so it's working. Auto SWR. I would say that's not very accurate because my LP shows a 1.06. So yeah, I wouldn't say that mod scale is very accurate. This radio's dead keying right about 4 watts. Which is fine. RF power all the way down, about 1.18. So let's put a tone into it and see what it looks like. Frequency is slightly off, 27,205, 300. Which is pretty normal for Galaxy Rangers. Let's put the tone in here and see. Spectrum analyzers in one channel each direction. Just key it up with the tone. Alright, so that doesn't look very good. Splatter box. Mod scale's pegged. RF power shows 12 on the scale. So there's a scope. It looks terrible. Power scale, mod scale, SWR. So if we lower the power down, it doesn't really improve. So it's just over modulated. Back the mic gain down. That's about 12 o'clock. It's about normal. It's maybe right there, 12:30. That's how it should look. That's high power. This is low power. Low power, you have to back it down even more. So I'm not gonna really spend much time on it or anything, but probably most guys would honestly probably run it that way. So we'll take a peek inside. I'll show the receive really quick. I'll show the power with the mic. I'll do a couple more things on the camera. But I mean, if someone wants me to, I'll do it. I'll set it up the right way. But I'm not gonna offer that with the sale. If you want that, just ask, and I'll bill you for that later. So it's just going to be sold how it is. It's unfortunate that they send them out like that, even refurbished. It's kind of sad, but what are you going to do? Okay, here's low power. Just crank the mic gain all the way back up. 1 2 1 2. Let's see. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So it's got quite a bit of swing from the low dead key. Here's high power. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Check check. 1 2 1 2. Hello hello. It's just a regular. I think it's a 1969 maybe. I'm not sure. I have to look, but just a regular radio here. So don't expect a lot of power out of it. You know, it's probably normal. It probably would do even less with a good clean modulation on it, but I'm sure it's loud. You know, it probably is pretty loud the way it is, but it depends on how the operator likes to run his equipment, I guess. So hello hello, check check. About 20 watts peak. See about our noise blanker. Yeah, that works. Takes a little bit of the static out. That's okay. Let's check the receive on this. It has a freak counter jack on the back. I'm not really sure why you'd want that on a 40 channel CB. Maybe there's some mod or something you can do to add some channels. I wouldn't bother, but somebody might want to do that if there's something out there. That's you. Alright, let's see here. Here's the S meter. So this is S9. It's pretty much on. That's not so bad. RF gain. Does this have RF gain? No, it does not. So, yeah, it does actually right here. RF gain. I thought maybe one of these would push in for a Roger beat, but I guess not. So, it is what it is. Alright. Let's see how well it hears. I have to adjust my volume. There's minus 111, so it hears pretty good, you know. Not too bad. Probably 111.5, that's 112, so. It smells like it's been sitting in a like a shipping container or something for a long time. It has kind of like a, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but like almost like, yeah, my wife's in here. She said, yeah, it almost has like a must smell to it, which is kind of weird. I remember when I got this, I don't exactly remember when, but I do remember getting it, and I checked it out very briefly, and then I just threw it back in the box and forgot I had it. But I remember that smell then too. I bought this from a distributor. I think it was A1 Telecom, so probably if you're in the radio business and you're watching this or you know about them, then you would know who they are, but they don't sell to the public, so. But I haven't seen any more of these refurbished rails in years and years, so let's just open this up and take a peek inside. So it works and everything, you know, it's be a project for somebody. You want to do some mods to it or something, or if you want me to just clean up the audio, I can do that and adjust the meter a little bit better. We can talk about that if somebody buys it after the fact, but otherwise it's going to be ready to ship the way it is. Let's take a peek inside here. Is there a screw in the back? Nope. It's the old school here. So, yeah, it's got the the 1969 in it, so it shows the age. Pre-MOSFET. Is it 2166 as a driver? Yeah, 2166 driving 1969. So you guys that like the older radios with the 1969, this is probably for you. This is a Ranger board, so I don't know the history of Ranger. Maybe at one time they were making radios in China. This is EPT092913Z, so it looks like it's its own board for this radio. You can see all the printing, the silk screening of a lot of components and stuff that are missing, probably for the 979 maybe, or I'm not sure if they had 10 meter radios with this small chassis back then, but there's a lot of printing and stuff with components that aren't there. So this was used for something else. Obviously, you can see all the sideband portions are missing. So it's not clipped or anything, because I'm sure I can adjust the VR just by doing that. But I'll leave that up to the user. I don't see any diodes clipped or anything like that. I think one of these diodes, maybe even this Q, I don't know for sure, but maybe this Q39 up front here is one that you clip for the limiter or something. But everything looks good. It works, and the caps look like they're still okay. That one looks a little older right there. But whatever was wrong with it, they fixed. There's no warranty or anything. This thing is too old for that. And I don't even know if Galaxy, if you buy a new Galaxy, if they even have a warranty center anymore. So I don't sell new Galaxies or anything like that, so I really don't know. But I would say back in these days, this is probably a better radio build quality than what they're producing now, Ranger. The boards and stuff, I think the quality has gone down. This is probably one of the better, back in their glory days, probably in the late 90s, early 2000s. So, you know, Ranger was pretty much on top of their game back then. They were kind of the king of the CB/10 meter export game. It was them and like Magnum, which I think Magnum was a Goodwill product. But nonetheless, this is working just fine. If you don't mind the little bit of flat top, actually the massive flat topping and the whatchamacallit there, the noisy, it's a little noisy with the antenna jack out, but not the noisy, but the splattering and the wicked flat topping on AM. So that can easily be corrected, though, if somebody wants to do it. If they have a scope or something, they can do it themselves. But if you want me to do it, I'll do it, and we can talk about that at the time of the sale. But this one's going to go up on the pre-owned on the website. So again, if you go to the website, you go up to the shop tab, you just put the mouse over there. If you're on a phone, I think you just tap it, and then they'll bring a box down, and there'll be a section on the bottom that'll say pre-owned equipment. You'll see this one there. I'll snap some pictures on my phone and put it on there. Tax and shipping will apply on this, and it's going to be less than the Lincoln 2 Plus that I just put on there. I'm not going to give this away because I think a lot of guys like these older radios, so I kind of have a price in mind, and that's going to be the price on the website. So it's not going to be negotiable or anything. It's just what you see is what you get as far as price goes. I'm not interested in any trades or anything like that. So yeah, it's a old school Galaxy 929 for someone that just wants a basic AM CB. I think this will do okay for them. Obviously it's not pristine or anything. It was used and probably got sent back for warranty for something, and then it sat around for years and years, and maybe they got bored one day and decided to fix some of the radios that they warrantied out or something. I'm not sure, but anyhow, it's got a refurbished box. I don't think it says, I know they used to put like the serial number would change and it would say like R at the end, but this doesn't have it. But anyways, this is what you got right here. It's got a free counter jack, a PA, an external speaker, made in China. All right, 7.3. Thanks.